Long ago, a young prince named João wandered into my father's forest. He was lost and had no idea that he was walking into the land of giants. When he reached the towering walls of our kingdom, even I had to smile. He looked so very small beside them. My father, the giant king, welcomed him inside, though not without suspicion. And that is when I first saw him. João was the very first person human size I had ever met. So different from the giants I grew up with. I liked him right away. But my father wanted a giant son-in-law, not a man. So he set João impossible tasks. He claimed the prince bragged he could tear down our palace and build it again in one night. Of course, he had said no such thing. But I am an enchantress, and with my magic, I helped him succeed. The next challenge was even harder, to turn the Isle of Wild Beasts into a beautiful garden by morning. Again, I could not let him fail. That very night, I cast my spell, and by sunrise, the island was covered with blossoms and a silver fountain. I knew my father's anger would only grow stronger, so I found the fastest horse in our stables, one that could cross 100 leagues in a single step, and I rode away with Don João under the moonlight. But my father came after us. When he drew near, I used my magic to disguise us. I became a river, the João, a fisherman, and our horse, a tall tree. Father walked right past, never knowing the truth. Still, he chased us. The next time, I became a church, the João a priest, and our horse a bell. Once again, he was fooled. At last, when he and my mother came too close, I tossed dust into their eyes, and darkness covered the road. By the time it cleared, we were safe in João's kingdom. Before we escaped, I had made him promise, do not forget me, not even for 1 minute. But when he saw his home again, he grew so happy that he forgot me, just for one tiny moment. And in that moment, my magic faded. I shrank smaller and smaller until I stood no taller than he. I never returned to Giantland. Instead, I became his queen, ruling beside him for many years. I was no longer the giant princess, but I still carried the heart of one. And that is my story. I am Guimara, the giant princess, and I hope you remember me. Always.